They were camping right next to the laundries, and there's a still image that they took, and looks like Brian walking in the background.
Fort Myers family found out they were camping right next to the Laundrie family days after Gabby Petito disappeared. Tonight, you're hearing their reaction and seeing photos of their vacation only on NBC2. The family was staying at this campsite on the right, while the Laundries camped just yards away. Thanks for counting on NBC2. I'm Brenna.
That's the laundries right there. Literally right next to them.
And I'm Peter Bush. This all happened at the Fort De Soto Park in Pinellas County. County records show the Laundrie family booked a campsite there on September 6th. Mary Newsom and her family arrived the exact same day.
This is the camper the Fort Myers couple was staying in at Fort De Soto Park. According to county documents, they were staying right next to the Laundrie family.
We had a call a little while ago from the news.
It started with a phone call from us.
We checked in on Monday, Labor Day.
And then came the phone call to her camping buddies.
Apparently, they were at the campground when we were there, and they were right next to us.
Are you kidding?
Marcy Newsom and her husband, Kenny, started putting the pieces together.
This is next to us, and I see a red truck.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's kind of, but you can see the truck, the red here and here.
Photo at a time.
And that red truck was right there. We have a picture of it.
The couple and their friends are now looking back at their captured memories, wondering if this man.
You took a selfie of the four of us. And
Wow.
in the background, there's a guy walking across the field.
Could have been Brian Laundrie.
They kept to themselves. They were there, and then they weren't.
Brian Laundrie's attorney says Brian, his mom, and his dad all arrived at the park on September 6th and left on September 7th. But a public records request from Pinellas County shows Roberta Laundrie, Brian's mom, checked out on the 8th.
So the lawyer says they checked out on the 7th, but the records, which were released yesterday, the official records, say the 8th.
All of this was happening while Gabby Petito's family was worried sick, trying to get a hold of the Laundries. And Gabby's parents say they never heard back.
Very strange. If somebody I knew was missing, I wouldn't be going camping.
I have to say that Dog the Bounty Hunter's tip with the family being there checks out.
Miles from their home.
Yeah, I mean, this is for sure good. Absolutely positive. You know, they checked in there. They left, and he didn't leave with them.
Do you have surveillance video? Have you seen video of him going into the campground?
No, but I've got information that they got it. This is for sure. I wouldn't bust this loose without it being for sure.
Today, Dog's story at least partially checked out, and Pinellas County released records that show Roberta Laundrie did check into the campsite on September 6th through the 8th. Gabby was reported missing on September 11th, and Brian Laundrie allegedly vanished on the 14th.
Okay, let me look in the campground, which is right over here.
Aerial video showed no police activity at the campground, but you can see just how big it is and how many islands are nearby. We went to the site, but workers told us they weren't allowed to talk.
I'm a reporter.
Okay,
I'm with
you can
Nation.
talk to the Northport Police Department.
Is there anyone here we can talk to?
No, sir, they're referring everything to the Northport Police Department.
Has anyone seen Brian Laundrie? This campground worker drove off, and no one was talking in the campground store either. Have you seen Brian Laundrie? We're doing a search.
I haven't. I don't know anything about it.
Have you heard anything from any of the guests? Or?
I've been told not to talk about it too, so.
As well as I heard or read somewhere about the surveillance video that supposedly those videos, I think the park is it's under investigation by Northport Police and FBI. I thought that's what I heard somewhere. That's why video hasn't been released.
And so the campground is in Pinellas County, Florida. We reached out to the Pinellas County Sheriff today. They say that they are not investigating the campground right now, and they have had no reported sightings of Brian Laundrie there. Marnie?
Well, apparently there was. Hey guys, I stayed up till like 3 in the morning. That's why I'm having a rough morning, but I put together finally this video. Gonna be premiering it later today. If we do a live stream, if I prep, you guys might have to carry me. But after we're gonna do this premiere, I stayed up pretty late. I worked pretty hard on this video to put together a new story. So I'm gonna need your help on that. I'd appreciate that. All right. Take care of yourselves. Love you guys, and peace. 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 I didn't even bother to like switch. It was just peace.